Remember, this is all angsty stuff, and a bit of fluff. Enjoy my suffering, my dear Tweety bird.
Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up.
The story begins with Atsumu's part. It had been a week since Oikawa and Atsumu last texted in their group chats. Most of the bottoms had come to check up on Atsumu to see how he was doing. The rest tried to get in contact with Oikawa, but their text and calls weren't going through at the moment due to a storm heading their way. Ever since, Asanu has been more alert when it comes to his brother, making sure and helping him through these hard times. After what happened, Atsumu felt his heart getting heavier and heavier, his mind was blank, and always spacing out. Atsumu, Atsumu, Sumu. Atsumu flinched from the captain's yell. Sorry. What was that? That was the first time I've heard Kita yell. He's usually a calm type. Did something happen? Nothing. Don't worry, Atsumu and Asanu has not told their team of the event that occurred a week ago. If they did, they would be a team of angry mobs marching right into a Takayama to burn the living hell out of Sakusa. Mess with one of the Inarizaki volleyball boys, you practically mess with all of them, it doesn't seem like it's nothing to worry. When was the last time Atsumu got proper sleep and a meal? Suna perked up at his observation and looked at Atsumu. He was right, Atsumu had bags under his eyes as though he hadn't gotten much sleep at all. His smile looks a bit forced and his physical abilities did look rather slow. You're right, I'll ask Asanu. Thunder and rain became louder outside as the school's power and electricity went out. There goes the power. Let's end practice here, everyone let's clean up. And Atsumu, I'll be tagging along with you and Osamu. Do you have to? I need to talk you both about next year, remember? He's right, Atsumu groaned in frustration, but he gave up and began helping with cleanup. After practice, call me when something happens or whatever comes up, I'll come running. Babe, it's going to be a hard storm this week. I don't want you coming to our place and catch a cold outside. I know, I'm just worried for your brother. Don't worry, he's in good hands. Promise. Suna sighs and gives him a kiss on the lip. Alright, I trust you. With that, Suna turns around and leaves, walking off. Asanu waved by and looked over to Atsumu and Kita talking to each other. Kita is like a mother to Inarizaki volleyball team. Just like Shuga, Yaku, Akashi, Iwa, and Semi. Ready to go. Yay, let's get going. In the Mia household, I'll take our jackets and wash them. Thank you, Samu, I'll cook for you too. No, Kita, you're the guest of the house and don't worry, I've been here multiple times and cooked before. I'll be fine. You get a shower and change before you catch a cold. Alright mom, bitch, you knocking on the door. Who could that be just now? I'll check. Are you expecting someone? No, maybe it's Suna wanting to check up on you. The storm is worse each passing minute, there would be no way. Hey Samu, yay, who was at the door? Kita had walked back to the room the twins were in and leaned on the doorframe a bit. Sakusa is outside asking for hell to the motherfucking no. Asanu opened the linen closet. Asanu soon pulled out a rifle. Afbar HDBA, what the fuck? Bro, stay here. Asanu leaves the room. However, neither Atsumu nor Kita would stay in the room and followed Asanu out just a few steps behind. Atsumu gasped when he peeked out behind Kita to see Osamu casually pointing the rifle at a pale-looking frightened Sakusa. Samu, stop, I warned him before. Did he listen? Get the fuck off my porch. But I now, Osamu cocked his rifle as he glared at the germaphobe. Samu, Atsumu placed his hand on the rifle and lowers it down, looking at Osamu, giving him a concerned look. Osamu clicked his tongue and finally put the rifle down, but still glaring at Sakusa and blocking the doorway, so he was blocking Sakusa from entering. What brings you here, Sakusa? I just wanted to apologize. Bullshit, let him explain, Samu. What is he doing here? I'm here for Sumu. I heard his injury was serious. So I wanted to be his nurse for the time being, seeing that he's reckless and forgets he's even had. And Samu is reckless himself, seeing what he did just now. Osamu flinched a bit. Even though Kita's words were calm and collected, Osamu can hear the scornful venom hidden underneath all of it. But anyways, come on in. The storm looks as though it's going to get even worse. ... I'm sorry, Cap, but I ain't letting him inside the damn house. Osamu, not unless he proves and deems himself worthy of actually apologizing. He can stand in the goddamn rain for all I care. ... Samu, isn't that a bit harsh? Osamu scoffed. Harsh? You call that harsh? Well, what do you call this? Osamu grabbed his brother's wrist and shows him his bandages. If what I said is harsh, then what do you call this? ... No one can stop Osamu when he was this mad. Sure, he bullies and teases his brother, but above all that, he loves him more than anything in the world. If someone hurts Atsumu, he makes sure he hurts the person 10 times worse. He looked back to Sakusa once more. This is your doing. Remember it. Those were his final words before shutting the door with a slam at Sakusa's face. In the meantime, Kita was texting Suna to come over and calm his boyfriend down, mentioning he nearly shot someone in the face. Is it alright to leave him out there? Would you want your brother to get even more mad? Don't worry, I texted Suna, he'll be coming over. But the storm, when was the last time something tried to stop him from seeing Osamu? A storm like this won't stop him from seeing his loved one. Let's relax for now and get your bandages renewed. ... Alrighty, if you say so, Cap. Later that evening, Suna arrived by the gates of the Mia household, only to stop, seeing there was someone in front of the twins' house. TF, Sakusa, dude, why the hell are you doing here? And under the heavy rain in that matter? Dude, do you even hear me? Don't talk to me, I'm busy. Busy doing what? Standing in the rain and catching a cold. This is seriously unlike you, Sakusa. ... Oh wait, I get it. You're here to apologize, am I correct? Sakusa sneezed and his shoulders shivered. ... You're a sad sight to see. Suna gave him the umbrella he was using. At least try to stay away from being sick. Suna jogged over to the door and rang the doorbell. In that instant itself, Kita was the one that opened the door and welcomed him in. ... You know, you can come in while I have the door open. Close it. Bye. Close it. Well then, bye. Kita scratches the back of his head. He's only met Sakusa a couple of times, but this is the first time he's seen him like this. You're really going to do what Osamu said, huh? You know, Sumu is a lovely guy. So sincere, happy, and positive. You should really cherish someone special as him. He really loves you. Sakusa looked down to avoid eye contact from him. Kita to that signal as he gently closed the door, and Sakusa was left standing under the rain in silence once more. At 1:20 a.m., Atsumu jolts awake with a gasp, awoken by the loud thunder outside as the rain was still pouring down. He turned his lap light on and rubbed his eyes before letting out a yawn. Sakusa must have gone home by now. He got out of bed and headed downstairs quietly, seeing Kita was asleep on the couch. Suna had decided to stay over for the night and was sleeping with Osamu in his bedroom. Atsumu turned the lights on dim in the kitchen as he was getting himself some milk to heat up. Nothing beats an epic sleep with a warm glass of milk. After some time, he sips on the warm milk as he checked the window outside, seeing the rain was not going to stop at any given moment. Oh, Sakusa is still outside. Atsumu choked and spit out his milk. Sakusa is still outside. He immediately covered his mouth as he looked in the living room, seeing Kita toss and turn on the couch. But thankfully, he didn't wake up. The fuck omi. Atsumu quietly got a raincoat from the closet and went out the back door of the kitchen and around his house, all the way to the front yard. Sakusa was laying there on the cold pavement, passed out. Dear Lord, Sakusa, what the actual fuck? He ran over to the germaphobe's side and shook his shoulders until he wakes up. Sumu, idiot, come on, you've done enough. He helped him up as he took him around the house and inside the back door to the kitchen. Atsumu helped Sakusa sit down on a chair. Stay right here, I'll get you a towel and some clothes to change into. I think I still have some clothes you left in my room. Before Atsumu could leave, Sakusa stopped him by grabbing his wrist. Question mark. Sakusa, it's omi to you. Without another word, Sakusa pulled Atsumu close to him, hugging his waist and burying his face on his stomach. I know I messed up. And I'm to blame for what happened. I don't ever want to see you suffer like that. My apologies might not be enough for something major and severe such as this. You really stood out there in the rain. Under that storm. Do you know you could have been struck by lightning? If that's what it takes to win you back. Sakusa, omi. Omi. Atsumu smiled a bit to himself as he ran his fingers through his wet black jet hair. Not only was he happy that Sakusa cared, he was happy to know that Sakusa truly loved him, to the point he was willing to give his life. Atsumu kissed his forehead gently in comfort. I love you, omi. I love you too, more than anything in the world. Omi loudly crying, growing hard, sparkling heart. Just by the doorway, unseen, Kita was looking at them with a small smile in his face. I sometimes wonder why I'm still single, open mouth smile. Before he could go back to the living room to sleep, he heard Atsumu's phone ring. Atsumu answers the call immediately, recognizing the ID caller. Sakusa lets him go after a moment. Hello. Atsumu, thank God. In the other end he can hear Akashi. Akashi, you rarely call me. What's Atsumu? You have to come to hospital ASAP. There's been an accident. Oikawa was involved in it.
I hope you all cried the same as I did. Now go and do something productive while I think about my life and why I love to make favorite characters suffer. Have a lovely day.